Hello YouTube, Infinite Matchmaker community, Gandalf here. 500 days played, quite the accomplishment. I wish I started recording when I picked up my Legendary Dragon Eye for the 500 days. A little bit disappointed, it's only um, it's only a 5-star egg for the 600 day mark. Who knows, maybe we'll get another Legendary Eye at the 1000 days, but that is a long, long time away. So on to the main content of the video, just a friendly PSA out there. There is the double legendary summons this weekend, so hold off on your excellent and supreme rooms. Save at least one pity so you can get it. Yes, hero rate, epic hero rate up is a great way of getting food, but it's probably better to save, your summons. Um, what we have on the banner this week, if you haven't checked out the main Discord yet, what we'll see from Sega City is Moshi, a great DPS hero, and maybe has a role to play in the Sega City team that I kind of showcase in my video. If you haven't seen that, go to my latest upload on my channel. Then we got Ristler, a great support hero boosting your attack and turn meter of the highest attacking hero. You get I think you get Thanatos here, not so great. And you get Jarina, probably needing a little bit of rework, but could serve as an okay option as a healer on the on the Nameless Brotherhood if you're lacking options there. And finally, the last hero we see on the banner is Lysander. So whenever your allies are taking a turn, he's going to be able to join attack or fire at a random enemy. So really good bleed DPS from that perspective. Um, we get a Valentine's Day signing event, which is the Valentine exclusive avatar, 5 excellent runes, 1 supreme rune, 1 advanced skill scroll. Not, super. However, what is coming in a couple days is there will be a brand new if 7-day beginner event make sale that will be available. So we can unlock the event, and during this sign in, we get a event exclusive avatar. We got 5 excellent room, 5-star dragon eggs times 3. Okay, so that's three 5-star eggs, which is great. Uh, 1 advanced skill scroll and 1 supreme room. So compared to the regular 7-day sign in, feels like we're just getting the 3 extra eggs. And they say there is a surprise, a mysterious surprise waiting for you at the end. Come and find it. Um, I really hope it's a legendary eye on the last day. If not, at least a couple of epic ones would be nice. So we'll see what we get. Hopefully they won't be too stingy. Now after the update, Protect Harbor beginner event also starts soon. So there's going to be a Protect Harbor beginner event. I wonder if that's going to be a little bit different than the regular Protect Sword Harbor event where we collect swords. So we'll see another icon over here with one of those special events. Now we can collect Shields of Faith in exchange for abundant items. By the sound of that, again, I mean, we'll find out in a couple of days, but I hope there's probably chests in there to exchange for limited heroes because often that is something that we see on these monthly events that they have. And I hope since they called it the beginner event, I hope it's a little bit more free to play friendly. Let's have our fingers crossed. So those would be the main events, but I do also want to talk a little bit about quality of life. I think the game has gone a really long way with quality of life. Even on the latest round of patch where we saw our um, battle tickets for both the daily and the 3-day for the advanced arena increased to 30, which is a huge help because sometimes really if you're too busy that day or like I don't like the idea of I have to wake up in the morning to be fully optimal and make sure I'm able to log into the game. Like I think a lot of us might only now need to log into really the game once. The only value of logging in every 8 hours is probably to pick up your, I think campaign drop is 12 hours cap and dispatch is every 8 hours. So, and then even dispatch, you can sort of kind of let it cap out. before you start doing them again. So at least you don't feel like you have to log in 3 times a day, which is really nice. Um, and the other plus part is now that we can go up to 30, you don't ever have to feel like you're wasting when you're claiming because you'll stop generating your tickets. The timer will reset to 0. Um, and for free-to-play players, that means when the Advanced Arena and when the Classic Arena events are coming, you do want to save up your tickets in advance almost as close to full as you can before the event starts. So you can push another, free 20, 30, um, uh, I guess 20 extra attacks, which will probably help you push maybe an entire rank tier, like going from rank 200 to 150 or 150 over to 100, which is really, really helpful to get that one and two extra mythic shards. But I also want to talk about other very exciting announcements they made about quality of life. Um, if you haven't checked it out on the main Discord, they do talk about we will have content very soon about wearing equipment with one click. So I don't know if it's available yet. Um, no, this is skill preview. But somehow we're going to be able to equip gear for brand new heroes where we don't have anything on them. Have to find something without any. Yeah, there's no button or hero that you can no way of doing it. But they will hopefully have one way of doing quick hero with good stats with the right equipment. There's going to be equipment preset. So then, so beyond the existing idea of where we kind of really have to have two sets, we're gonna have a better time, um, um, a easier time switching gear around. Maybe preset will allow us to just take gear from another hero, and that will really make things a lot easier. Like you have one best DPS that you beat DPS set, you can move around a lot easier, which is going to be huge. We're gonna add one more band um, artifact. I don't know if it happened already. Can we ban one more? No, we can't ban one more. Hopefully by the time we have mirrors around, we're back down to 5, so it's easier to farm the ones we need. Um, and finally, this one I know a lot of people have complaints about, which is the advanced quest, where a lot of people, if they don't play every day or if they accidentally get their tower mark capped, they'll fall behind by a day on the weekly quest because you only get 6 a day, and then in your sign-in, if you look in your sign, you get the one key every week. So you pretty much need to run it perfectly without any gap every single week to do the 7-day rotation. So they're bringing it finally down to 40, which is a big win for everyone. So again, no specific timelines on the quality of life, but at least it's very exciting to talk about them um, and to see them coming. So, but for those of you who probably get more information on YouTube, less on the main Discord, so there you have it. Very exciting quality of life that's coming our way, and making the game a little bit less tedious in many ways. And we just want to do the fun stuff, right? So more skips. And we're still waiting for the new PvP event, Conquesting. So that will be a very good change. Endless Cloister, I think they made another changes so that if you do run out of keys, it will stop consuming your multi-battle, which is very important. But right now, I think on the current rotation, it is quite annoying because if you're farming the higher stages, there isn't a quick way of farming 1 through 5 with the same team. So that's a little bit painful, but hopefully, it gets better next rotation, or once we find a way that we can beat Ifrit a lot easier. I think people who have Jingle Bell is probably the only one that seems to be working really well for it because it has a lot of single target damage works very well on a lot of the bosses and have a decent setup around it. But other than that, I think for people without a Jingle Bell, unfortunately, you're either going to farm lower stages or kind of just maybe do 4 at a time or something. I was running this team actually for quite a bit. It works for I think almost all of the bosses except the one that counterattacks a lot, and I have to switch it out. But this is one team that abuses turn meter. A lot of people have Mech now, so 100% crit rate. Simple setup with this probably is attainable. Um, Lydia here really is more for turn meter reduction, so in theory it will even work with a E0 Lydia. So this is very free to play friendly. Okay, maybe not the Santa, but really like you don't need the Santa. You can run a spacing here. It will work just fine. Maybe you won't farm stage, 27, but basically the idea is the boss never takes a turn because your turn meter uh, abusing so much that you're finishing the whole battle without the boss taking a single turn. So there you have it. Um, a way to cheese the stages, just max out your damage and cheese it. So there you go. Quality of life, updates, a little tip and trick for the trip, a little bit of a tip and trick and tips, for you before we wrap up the video. And I wish you a best rest of your day. Take care. Gandalf out.